First, let us begin by recounting the events leading up to the murder. Is that acceptable, Sir Apprentice Baker? You sure you're a
Uh,
prosecutor? You're being way too respectful to a phoenix.
yeah, right. Uh, as you wish. Phoenix, that's not Edgeworth. Don't say such, like, romantic shit.
And on that forest path, two rogues named Robs and Mud.
I'm just a simple bread-making baker, living a simple bread-making life. The situation is more twisted than a pretzel. I'm smack in the middle of it. Phoenix, that was disgusting.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Moon and Coco are here, and we are continuing Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
We were in the middle of a very tense situation.
Oh yeah.
A little bit hot, unfortunately. You know what? I think this is Mia. Or Maya. Not
Maya?
Mia. Jesus. Mia is here now.
Well, so much for a fun evening at home. The knights came and crashed our party. They were shouting all about a witch and a witch trial. Talk about coming out of left field. They arrested Espella and dragged her to the courthouse under suspicion of peeing on one of those witches they mentioned. And if she's found guilty, oh, you know, they'll only throw her in a pit of fire. They're joking, right?
I don't know, Maya. You watched a girl get murdered in front of your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 minutes ago in game. Scary. Exclamation point.
This is perhaps your first time seeing this item, is it not? Right here is the very scepter you mention. One of the witnesses found it tossed in the shrubbery on the side of the path. Yes, indeed, that was I. I located it. My feet found themselves ensnared in the blasted thing, and it sent me flying through the air.
Somehow, I'm not surprised to hear you fell, Gramps. The scepter does seem to carry a most sinister air.
Indeed, my lord. However, this scepter will only work while in the hands of a witch, with the incantation being said out loud. Aw, that's too bad. I wanted to try lighting some stuff on fire.
Oh, they
Eyes
set us back
emoji.
quite a bit. I just realized. Because I remember Phoenix gets nervous. Please don't look at me when you say that.
You see, there are 2 magic gems set in this scepter.
Magic gems. Like a red gem and a white gem.
These gems each contain a particular magic spell. By looking at these magic gems, one can easily determine which magic spell can be used. Nick, quick, look at this page.
Okay, so Ignace's little thing.
Summons a circle of flame within a 1-meter radius of the caster. Requires an incantation and scepter to cast.
I'm assuming I just hit back. I'm done looking. Is that The red magic gem?
Indeed, the red gem you see here is the spell Ignaze. If you look carefully, you should notice that this scepter also has one more spell that can be used.
One more spell. The white gem.
Mr. Wright, I found it! Here's the spell for the white magic gem. His little cute face. Little smirk.
Demir. Vanishing spell causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Simply chant Amir to make it appear again. Reappear. Now I jumped 3 words, but that's okay. Valdemir has been booked in the Grand Grimoire. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Ugh.
I see you managed to work it out in that crusty head of yours.
Is that a bread pun?
Maybe?
That's just... It can't be. The reason the witch's scepter couldn't be seen is because the magic spell Demir had made it disappear. Dude, did
Looks
you have
like
to
he was
write it
about to,
that
like-
hard? Yeah, I
Yeah, it looks like he was about to
fucking-
lance.
Yeah, like he was gonna, like, shot put his fucking sword at Phoenix.
That's right. In other words, the accused conjured a cowardly spell to camouflage her own use of magic.
No. No way. Order! Order! Order in the court. Inquisitor Barnum, please submit the scepter into evidence.
Objection!
Hold on, please. There are problems, Sir Baker. Okay, I understand this is a witch's scepter. However, whether or not the scepter was in Miss Cantabella's possession has not yet been proven.
What are you talking about, Sir Apprentice Baker?
Isn't it obvious? I'm talking about fingerprints. They don't have
Phoenix?
Feeny, they don't have fingerprints. Feeny, this isn't a real court. They oven people here.
Oven people.
Well, what else am I gonna call it? You're baking bread down below. Jesus fucking Christ. Supposing Miss Cantabella did in fact handle the witch's scepter, then her fingerprints should still be on it.
Fondly remembering my bloody croissants.
What the fuck, Coco?
I thought I told you about this, didn't I?
No?
The trials and tribulations of tiny Coco trying to make those Pillsbury croissants. You know, like the ones that come in the
God.
long canister, and all you have to do
Yes.
is twist them, and then they like puff up, and that's how you
Mhm.
open them.
Mhm.
Well, I did that. It didn't pop up. So then I took a knife and I tried to like cut on the wedges that they have like on the cardboard to like
Yeah.
try and have it puff up there, and I couldn't no matter how hard I cut at it. So then I had the brilliant idea of trying to open it with a can, like a can opener. So
Oh
I did
God.
that. I tried to open it, and the second I like cut a bit of the top, all the dough puffed up, and it like bent the top of the canister. So then I just tried to peel back the canister and sliced my finger, so then all the dough was very bloody when I
Oh,
finally got it
Coco.
out.
Oh my God.
uh,
Baby Coco had a hard time that day.
he sure did.
Oh my God. That's a classic kid story. Jesus. I hate those things. I hate opening them so fucking much. Ugh. That's the. I know it's a really smart invention for like, you know, making packaging, but holy shit, is that awful to open. fuck's fingerprint? What's with this silence? You said fingerprints? Visitor Barnum, tell me, just what is this baker blabbering about?
Not in public, please. I haven't the slightest clue, my lord. It is the baker's first time in court, after all.
Huh? Luke's like, oh no.
I'm afraid it's no use, Mr. Wright. In this world, it would seem the concept of fingerprinting does not yet exist.
What? This was my trump card in the other one. I can't believe it.
As I have said already, best you head back to the bakery, lest you continue to serve this court more of your half-baked ideas.
They're about as half-baked as your terrible puns, Barnum. That's how I feel.
Forensic science does not exist here. Instead, this is a world in which witches and magic are accepted as fact.
Look at, like, how traumatized Luke looks. Like, he's just like, what do we do?
No logic!
He's
What
got,
puzzles?
like, the thinking... He's got the thinking emoji face on and it's killing me.
Oh my god, he does.
Just a little baby thinking emoji set in the cruel world of witches.
Truly fascinating.
Alea Magica. A magic scepter needed to cast spells. The available spells depend on the magic gem. Jesus. What the heck? There are just way too many things I don't know about in this world.
Mr. White, I believe you may be able to take these things you don't know and use them to your advantage.
Huh?
The Inquisition believes there is no room for debate on this matter. The accused clearly attempted to conceal her magic. Better luck next time, Sir Apprentice Baker. Mayhaps your next loaf will not leave such a bitter taste in our mouths. Now then, my lord, I believe it is time. I ask that you render your unwavering verdict.
Objection.
Oh! Oh shit! Someone else objectified.
Pardon the interruption. May I have a word, Inquisitor Barnum? What's that? Who might you be? My name is Herschel Layton. I am a friend of the accused. Inquisitor Barnum, please allow me to confirm what you believe happened on the night of the crime.
Okay. So, because you cursed me with the knowledge that they almost made an anime link.
Now you
Now I'm just
appreciate Lego Man?
No, I don't appreciate it. I want that. I would prefer it.
Oh no, I don't. It looks so weird to me.
It is weird. But the fact is, I want that discourse. I want people to fight over Edgeworth, or Layton being the better spouse for fucking Feeny. That would have been hilarious.
Oh man. I mean, let's be real. The true ship that would come out of that is Edgeworth Layton.
I think Edgeworth would be driven mad by how many puzzles Layton would have on hand. Like, he'd be like, Layton, please, I'm trying to have... Herschel, please, I'm trying to have breakfast. And Layton's trying to do the fucking bread puzzle to him.
I don't know. I could see Edgeworth having more patience for it than Phoenix until it comes to interrupting his Steel Samurai watching.
Oh my god. Luke would love that, though. They're sitting together on the couch being all cute.
Oh, that'd be adorable.
Yeah.
You claim the witch's scepter was made to disappear through the use of magic. Is that correct? Indeed, through the magic spell Demir. If possible, would you mind providing proof of this particular claim?
Spicy take, Layton.
What? You claim the scepter was not seen. Indeed, that is one possibility. However, a wise man must always consider every possibility.
What say you, Inquisitor Bonham? Can the Inquisition fulfill the request presented by the gentleman with the unusual hat?
The Inquisition cannot honor this request for proof. If you are asserting that the accused is not a witch, then the burden of proof lies at the feet of the defender.
Come on, it's the Inquisition's job to prove the crime was committed.
As I thought. Indeed, it would appear the accepted method of thinking in this world differs greatly from our own. Well, as it is now, anyway. How regrettable, Sir Apprentice Baker. And you, Sir Dark Hat.
Your dark hat. Thanks.
Inquisitor Barnum, sir, should you require it, I stand ready to lend my testimony.
Would anyone care to purchase any pre-testimony flowers? I've got a lovely array of bewitching lilies. Noe and I will be not dismissed so easily. We came here to expose the identity of this witch. Is that right, precious?
A witch scepter, you say? Yes, yes, I know of such a scepter. Allow me to elucidate the matter.
Oh, everyone's really dumb, aren't they?
What do you think, Inquisitor Barnum? Your witnesses appear to have something to say on the subject. Very well. Most honorable witnesses, I grant your request to testify once more. Tell the court all you know regarding this Talea Mágica.
Well, we've somehow managed to keep the trial going. Are you one, Sir Dark Hat?
Please, Mr. Wright. Mr. Layton will suffice for the time being. Your thoughts are not a secret from anyone.
That's terrorizing me. Phoenix! You gotta keep your mouth shut, dude. Holy shit.
When I saw her, the witch was carrying a large milk bucket in one hand and a lantern in the other.
The girl had the lantern hanging from her wrist. Her hand was contorted in a strange way.
I got a good look at her hand, and it looked certain that she was gripping something.
The witch was holding a scepter in her right hand. She did not drop it once before she was apprehended.
Are you stupid? God damn, you're stupid. Holy fucking shit, you are dumb. Peasants. I see. The accused's hand was contorted in a strange way. I do believe this is quite an important piece of testimony.
I saw it. I most certainly saw it. She was holding the invisible scepter. An invisible scepter.
We saw it too. It was the girl up there, without a doubt.
I as well. These old eyes don't see very well as they once did, but I witnessed the hazy, blurry form of the accused quite clearly.
Have you ever seen the movie My Cousin Vinny?
No.
Okay. It's a movie about court proceedings that happen in the South, where actually the Karate Kid is the actor who is in trouble. He and his friend are like on like a road trip, and they stop at a gas station, and a crime takes place, where a guy with an identical car goes off, and they get mistaken for culprit because of the car, and he has to call his cousin Vinny, who is a just graduated lawyer, who is played by this small Italian man who I think was in The Godfather or something. No, he was in Goodfellas, which is another gangster film where he was a really like creepy tough guy. So, and he has to prove his cousin's innocence as well as the other kids. And he goes down to this court, and he's, basically it's a very Phoenix Wright film, and I recommend it highly. It's a very good film. But one of the things in the film is that there's this little old lady who said she saw quite clearly what went on, but she doesn't actually see well at all. She needs glasses quite clearly, and they test her in the court case. And this is exactly how I'm feeling about this dude. It's like, I want to pile drive this dude because he's like, he's so all over the place. He is exactly the most bullshit of all that's going on. Oh my god. Good lord. Ugh. Don't tell the court you're blind.
My eyesight is as sharp as the edge of my trusty blade.
Plastic doesn't get very sharp, buddy. Or rubber, even.
A toy sword. How fascinating. Although, I wonder if he understands the implication of that analogy on his vision.
I don't think anybody has a brain cell to, like, rub together in this group, so no, probably not. Mr. Baker, you may proceed with your interrogation. Layton's given me another chance. I can't let that go to waste.
When I saw her, the witch was carrying a large milk bucket in one hand and a lantern in the other.
I can't take this dude. His whole thing. Whoever designed him, I want to thank, but also punch. Too good.
Hold it!
The large lantern you mentioned is this one, correct?
There's no mistaking it. That fiendishly fiendish form, with its case darker than the darkest of nights. That was the lantern.
Normal lantern. What is this? It would seem the glass is shattered. And there seems to be a sizable amount of mud stuck to it.
On closer inspection, it appears mud has stuck to the broken sections of glass. Most intriguing.
So then, when exactly did the lantern get mud all over it?
By the way, witness, you also saw a milk bucket. Is that right?
Indeed, I would bet my sword on it. I'd
Word.
rather not have that.
Yeah. And yet that milk bucket mysteriously vanished from the scene of the crime.
How many times must I say it, Sir Apprentice Baker? The problem is the Black Lantern.
The girl had the lantern hanging from her wrist. Her hand was contorted in a strange way.
Hold it!
Poor fucking sheep. She had the lantern hanging from her wrist. Are you sure? Of course we're sure. If that wasn't it, then how else would the girl manage to hold her invisible scepter? Ma'am, please, just testify about what you actually saw. Oh, we just said what we saw, isn't that right, Snowy?
Indeed, a handle as wide as this could easily be hung from the Q's small wrist.
Yes, that's what we were telling you. Isn't that right, Mummy's little snowball? That sheep said. No good. They're all bent on assuming Espella was a scepter.
It's no use!
Oh my god. Coco, no!
I hope Kime plays Sonic 06 one day.
Oh my god. Kime thought they went insane at Kingdom Hearts.
It seems it may be best not to pursue this particular line of questioning any further.
Well, that's just super. I got a good look at her hand, and it looked for certain that she was gripping something.
Hold it!
What exactly was the defendant gripping? It was... that's right. It was something cane-like. What's it called? A witch's scepter? Yes, it was definitely that.
Objection!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, Miss Kira, you didn't actually see it, did you?
Witness? This cane-like object, was it perhaps roughly this size?
Oh, why yes. It was exactly that size. No good. All bent on assuming Espella was holding that scepter.
It seems it may be best not to pursue this particular line of questioning any further.
That's just super. Don't worry, this one is the one we're gonna kill.
The witch was holding a scepter in her right hand. She did not drop it once before she was apprehended.
Hold it!
Let me get this straight. There was no way for you to see this invisible scepter, was there?
Well, now that's just common sense, boy. One cannot see what is not there to be seen.
In that case, there was also no way you could tell whether or not she might have dropped the scepter.
Well, these old eyes of mine honed in on her hand like a hawk until they couldn't see straight. The young lady was most certainly holding an invisible scepter in her right hand, while at the same time also carrying the lantern. Or do you perhaps possess some piece of evidence to suggest that she dropped the scepter?
There hasn't been any evidence so far that suggests Espella was holding the scepter.
Evidence suggesting the scepter was dropped? Now that is an interesting idea.
Huh?
If Espella did not have the scepter in her hand, it would have been impossible for her to have used any magic.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't suppose. Might there be a piece of evidence that could prove this? He's leaving you the breadcrumbs, Feeny.
Oh, good. They're all over
Something-
his shirt from baking.
Something to prove that Espella was not holding the scepter at the time of the murder.
In other words, evidence to show that even if Espella had been holding the scepter, she would have dropped it.
Does that say hobo playing Team Fortress 2?
Probably?
Is
Yes, it
everything
does.
Is everything all right, Mr. Wright?
Well, you wouldn't know by my name, but no, it's not.
The truth about what happened in that brief instant will likely decide Espella's fate. No pressure.
Thanks. Lego bastard. I have to do everything I can to find a contradiction in these testimonies. Guess I should take another look for record. Okay, well, not you, or you, you. It's you. Now, I can hit present and look at things, right? Without...
Yeah.
So, I would think it's this.
I don't
Well, just
think
because
it's
I
that.
don't know how to bring up how he's like, oh yeah, I fell over it in the bushes.
So, I think it's the lantern, because he's saying that she held the scepter in the same hand that she held the lantern.
Oh, and
And
this
since
is
it was
caked in
around her
mud
wrist,
and...
yeah.
Okay.
Objection!
Okay, the music went away, we got it. There's a high probability that Miss Cantabella was not holding the scepter. The fucking orchestra, like, stops playing because they know you got that shit in the bag. They're just like, oh, we gotta listen.
I love that one post that was like, the worst feeling is when you make a decision in the Ace Attorney and the music keeps going.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But if, for the sake of argument, she had been holding it, she would have undoubtedly have dropped it at the time of the incident.
What do you mean?
What I mean, Inquisitor Barnum, is that this lantern proves the defendant was not holding the scepter.
Objection!
What foolishness are you spouting, Sir Apprentice Baker? The lantern's handle was around the accused's wrist.
Objection!
Meaning, you could have held the scepter? I'm afraid that's not the problem here, Inquisitor Barnum. The problem is with the broken glass and the mud plastered all over it.
What?
The rain had ended just as the murder was taking place. That would make the path fairly muddy, wouldn't you agree? When the thieves grabbed Miss Cantabella by the arm, the lantern must have fallen into the mud.
The lantern
Fell into the mud?
Why, of course. Makes sense, doesn't it, my little snowy woey? Jesus Christ, no. Well, what do you say, Inquisitor Barnum? If she was holding the scepter at the time? That would mean that when she dropped the lantern, the scepter would have fallen along with it.
What's going on?
Inquisitor
Inquisitor
Barnum
Barnum.
seems speechless.
Yeah, that.
The
defenders
managed to turn that thing around.
Even though he's just some baker.
No way. Pay the witch's accomplices no heed. They're just trying to trick you.
That? Just what is this?
Hold it!
One moment, please. So annoying. Everyone, please listen. Can we all just stand here and explain to the court that what we clearly saw? The lantern, so what? What's so special about it? Explain to me so I can understand. So that you can understand? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious just by looking at it.
Mr. Wright,
What is it, Mr. Layton?
there's something about this witness.
Huh?
Miss Kira, was it? Tell me, Miss Kira. How good is your eyesight, exactly?
Huh?
As you just heard Mr. Wright explain, the answer to your query is quite obvious at a glance. Tell me, are you able to see the mud present on this lantern?
Mud? Mud? What are you talking about?
Your Honor, did you hear that just now?
Hmm? Yes, indeed. What does it mean, exactly?
It means that Miss Kira's poor eyesight is the reason she cannot see the mud present on this lantern. In other words,
The validity of Miss Kira's testimony is questionable at best.
Ah!
Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of this?
What say you in your defense, witness? I highly recommend you give us nothing but the truth.
I'm sorry, Inquisitor Bonham. It's true. I need to wear glasses all the time, in fact. You need to wear glasses? Aha! Now that you mention it, I did notice something odd about you today.
Oh, I thought you looked familiar. Gone is the mist that clouded my mind. In its place, clarity. There, maiden. A pair of spectacles are as valuable as a shield to a knight. Make haste and procure another pair.
Now then, Miss Kira, tell me, at the time of the incident, were you wearing your glasses?
No, I was not wearing them. Truth is, I lost my glasses a couple days ago.
You lost them.
So, her glasses were missing during the time of the incident.
Mr. Wright, may I recommend that you keep note of this fact? It could prove useful later.
Got it. Kira has poor eyesight and wears glasses, but she lost them a few days before. Am I to believe there is nothing left to prove on this matter? At the time of the murder, the accused did not have a witch's scepter in her possession. Wait just a moment. Snowy and I have much more left to say.
That's right. My trusty sword of justice shall cut through this witch's treacherous lies.
I may have lost my glasses, but I haven't lost my will to testify.
Okay.
Sure.
Eureka! I remember now. Old age has a way of sneaking up on me. I'm sure you must understand, good judge. I mean...
Yeah, I understand. I understand you're all completely ridiculous. It would seem we have not yet arrived at a clear-cut verdict. Witnesses, you may once again begin to testify to the court. Tell us about the scepter and how it was used in the detestable display of witchcraft that you all witnessed tonight. Well, we're gonna lie through our teeth again. So, get ready for that. But we'll have to listen to the lies next time on Dragon Ball Z, 4 Pixels Gaming. Da-da-da-da-da. Bye-bye!
Bye.